see it. Rolling on all three, baby.
Cool.
Man. You keep good care of these.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Let's get them looking even better.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah. And these are fairly new. I got them last, I would say March. Yeah. This is the brand I told you, Siennas.
Siennas from Vietnam.
From Vietnam, yeah.
Yeah, cool. How'd you find out about them?
From was it the Parisian Gentleman actually?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Because
Nice.
he was talking about it. He's like, I don't know how I feel about them. Then I'm like, oh heck, it's from Vietnam. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, they look sweet, dude.
Because I know Vietnam has a pretty great manufacturer, so.
Yeah, they look pretty well
I
made.
try it, and then they have like that. I don't know if I can show the camera, but they have that toe cap.
Oh yeah,
right down
nice
there
metal
too.
toe cap.
Nice
Yeah,
metal
those
toe
look
cap.
pretty nice, dude.
Right down there, and you can made to order.
Yeah.
So they were about, I'd say, not too bad, around like 200.
That's good value,
Yeah.
I'd say. Yeah.
You could customize it pretty much any way you'd like
Really?
with them and stuff like that. Yeah.
Nice, dude. All right, so I've got a shoehorn to help you slide these puppies back on. I might need to slide them off just to get that last little bit
Yeah,
of it.
no worries,
If you
man.
don't mind. Yeah, these look nice, dude.
Yeah. I was surprised when they came in. They're very comfy, like out of the box. Like you don't think like a shoe would be that comfy, but
Right out
well,
of
when
the
I
box.
got it right out of the box, felt pretty great. Like didn't need much breaking in or anything.
Nice.
There's always the clothes guys.
Grab my shoehorn here. There we are, a little Homer Reed shoehorn.
Cool, man. Appreciate it.
Each BMW.
So do you keep a shoehorn near your
Oh yeah.
entryway to your home?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a must, man. Because
Yeah.
I feel like if you don't have that shoehorn,
Just gonna break the shoe
the
down
shoe, yeah.
every time you put it on and take it off, yeah.
oh yeah. And this turned off. Is it still on or is it just off the same battery?
Yeah, it's still rolling.
Oh,
Good.
cool.
Oh, it looks like I gotta rotate it in post-production. Looks like the angle might be a
And that's
landscape or portrait.
Oh, but yeah, like I think that's always like I think few guys like nowadays don't have that shoehorn.
Mm-hmm.
But even with casual shoes, man, I think it's just having that shoehorn just helps extend that life of that shoe.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So how many shoes you got, man? You got a nice little collection?
Oh, dude, I think I stopped counting.
Yeah?
I think I say like around 15, 20. Good pairs still.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What's your favorite part of the wardrobe? Is it watches, shoes?
I'm not much of a watch guy because I think I tried watches, but whenever I'm typing, it annoys the heck out of me. So I just clump it around, or like it's just pressing against my wrist, right on my veins. I just take it off. I'm like, nah.
Kind of hits a pressure point, huh?
Yeah. So I'd say my favorite probably shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoes, and then of course the suits too. But I think shoes, you have a little bit more appreciation for it because you have the ability to take more care of it.
Put miles on them.
Put miles on them, yeah. With the suit, you can put miles on it, but like it's barely noticeable. For shoes, like if you can tell instantly, like a week, if like the guy's like, oh, he hasn't taken care of his shoes.
Yeah. Yeah,
you
especially
see
in the
them-
Colorado weather, man. It's,
Oh yeah, you see the mud, like the scuffs and everything. Yeah. Yeah, even touching. How do you feel with like the leather? I think there's like
They look nice.
French calf leather. I think.
Yeah, it's nice and sturdy.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the shoes are pretty supple, and sometimes they can kind of dry out and crack a little easier. But
Yeah, I think they said this is like a French calf leather or something like that.
yeah, it's pretty good quality, man.
No, I was surprised when I got them. I was like, I'll give it a shot. Then like this is one of the first pairs, of French calf leather, and I tried. I was like, oh wow, they're comfy.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, there we go. As compared to like Allen Edmonds, I was like, man, like these, because I know Allens, they need some time to break in.
Yeah.
These ones were like made to order, and then with their last ready to wear.
Yeah.
You can customize it if you wanted to too. So I was like, oh,
With the patina, or
with the patina, and then you could customize the sole if you want to. Like I think with mine, I have like a slight red sole at the bottom.
yeah, it did kind of have a nice kind of tone to it.
Yeah, so you can customize it, and I was like, oh, that's money for $200.
Heck yeah, man. It's good value.
Oh yeah. Nice.
rather than closing clothes. Okay, let's go over here. And let's get that stuff in the front. You know,
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I was surprised with the patina too. They did really well with it. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
damn.
kind of a nice smoky finish to it. I like that.
Yeah.
so let's show you the second one. It makes you look good. It goes on to the right and goes up to the next one. And it's that confidence. Without it asking them questions and not having them intimidated when they come in. You know.
It's being open.
Yeah.
You know, being open to,
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about this, so let's learn about it.
Yeah.
Let's learn. Who doesn't learn about
Or
it?
go to the clothing store. You know, you're gonna trust some guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Which is tougher, because like a lot of places are just like, yeah, just buy this.
Yeah.
Don't really help people.
Here's what you don't need to buy. I always tell you, the Navy and the Grace.
Yeah, so Bill's starting a YouTube channel
Oh,
with his son Robbie over at the other location over
Yeah, yeah.
Reed. And they're going to be talking about a little bit more about men's fashion and how to wear certain things, how to care for your wardrobe. So,
Oh, nice.
so yeah, should be kind of cool to see what they create.
Oh, no, it'd be cool though. I think if anything, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, being creative in these challenging times gives us a purpose.
No, very true. I mean, like you said, like in the podcast too, like I think people eventually like don't have a purpose when they lose that creativity, which a lot of us have lost already, because we rely so much on things being ready for us that we've just like, okay, like sit down, draw a painting. Oh, I can't. I can only draw stick figures. I'm like, well, did you try? Like, you know,
Right?
like take that step. Like, I mean,
To first try.
it won't be pretty. Like, no one makes like a pretty piece of art when they
Gotta
first
start
start.
somewhere, yeah.
When do you keep going off of it? Then you'll get like better and better. And that's where the creativity comes in.
Saying it since June.
Yeah, it's tough. I think a lot of people kind of hit that survival mode, and creativity kind of took a back step, you know. But
Yeah.
we got to have a balance. You know,
Very
we got to
true.
survive, but we also got to be happy while we're surviving.
Yeah. But even now, like I think we've talked to a lot of people where they're like, oh well, it's hard, but like everyone's scared, and it's normal to be scared. You know, it's normal to have that fear, and if you didn't have fear, there's something wrong with you. Like if you're not scared, like you got no
denial.
nerves,
Yeah.
denial, you got no nerve endings or something.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, you need that fear, and it's normal to always have that fear, you know, like
Yeah.
to fear something.
Part of our
to-
survival
for
instincts.
survival instincts always, it's perfectly fine. If you eventually one day you wake up with it and you're like, okay, hey, everything happened for a reason. You know?
Got to find that silver lining.
Oh yeah.
It's there. Just got to look for it.
No, when you're
Oh,
like
yeah.
this,
Yeah, super distance, eating or
it's hard.
Oh yeah.
Why bother having a DJ?
yeah, you can't dance. And then eating at the table. Eating at the table, you're like, okay, this might drink this out.
So that's just the cream. I'll put a little bit more wax on there for you.
Yeah, of course.
Oh
Man.
yeah.
Looking pretty good though.
Yeah, I think with Lee's shoes, I think they pre-wax it before they
Yeah,
they
it's a
send
nice
it out.
finish.
They send it out to you.
Yeah.
I think, too. I was like, oh, like most factories don't do that.
Yeah, some of them just kind of put a little bit on there and spray it with like a silicone or something.
Yeah. They just do that the pre-matte kind of like basic. And then this, they went to town. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, these are nice, man. So it's all online that they sell? They don't have any storefront?
No storefront yet.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah, so they're on Instagram. They're also on. I mean, actually, they do have storefronts. They're not in America though. But they have in Singapore,
Yeah,
Korea,
nice.
and Vietnam.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So hopefully, Americans pick up on this if
Yeah.
we ever go back to like more formal
To
shoes.
dressing, yeah.
Yeah.
Putting on the hard clothes, the hard shoes.
Oh, dude, I was like, come on, guys. Like, we can dress a little bit better than this.
Right.
Because I mean, there's boots now. Like, I mean, shoes like this, like it's casual enough that you can wear with jeans or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, this is a sharp look, man. Like
Oh, yeah.
I tell people all the time, you can dress down a dress shoe, you know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and still look really sharp and
Yeah.
turn heads. You know, you don't have to wear a full suit.
No.
Um,
You just have to have the right color, though. You know, like once you
blend
get
it, yeah.
that right kind of like earthy tone, you can dress it down all day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you're working your wardrobe today, man. It's,
Oh,
you
appreciate
got the
it,
little
man.
blend of warm and cool tones, you
I
know.
appreciate it, man.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. today I was like, ah, should I be casual about it? Like, because me and Trent were just exploring the area.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was about to like, hey, maybe we'll squeeze in a couple photos, but we'll throw on a suit. But I'm like, nah. I was like, nah, forget it.
Yeah, this is a good time of the day to be downtown here. You get that long shadows. It's good for the lighting down here.
Yeah. It's around 2 too, so it's like that's when the golden hour is almost starting too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was light till about 5 p.m. last night.
Oh, nice.
It's nice.
Nice. Yeah, haven't been downtown for ages actually. I used to intern down here at the Republic Plaza,
Oh yeah, right there.
55th floor.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Is
50.
that the top floor?
I don't think so.
It's a pretty tall building.
55th to 52nd. So pretty tall building. Intern there with a stockbroker.
Oh yeah?
Didn't go into stocks though.
No?
I think morally for me, I didn't feel like it was the right thing.
Just wasn't a good fit for.
It wasn't a good fit. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be motivated to do what you do.
Yeah, because for me it was like selling, and I was like, I'm not gonna sell stocks and feel comfortable that like I'm giving people crappy stocks so I can exchange for better stocks and stuff like that. There's like whole game.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna do that. No.
Yeah.
It's
Be
not
the right
me.
person to be in that industry, I'm sure.
I was like, yeah.
Right.
It's a big gap.
Instead of the. Sorry. Hello?
Should I jump in on this one? Just talk. I'm talking to your mic.
You can. Guess I'm not shoe dressing on.
Yeah, baby. Got the leather dye. A lot of guys will use the edge dressing on the outer edge of the outsole.
No.
I like to use leather dye and a little bit of wax polish.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have the silicone in it like the edge dressing does.
Interesting.
It leaves it a little less plasticky looking. Like that edge dressing leaves it a little bit more like it looks like a fake shoe almost, you know,
Yeah,
when you put that stuff
true.
on there.
The rubber.
It's just it's an interesting, you know, look with the enamel. It just leaves a different finish that I don't really think is desirable.
It's kind of unnecessary kind of thing. Too much.
Yeah, and the leather dye and the wax, it gives it a nice gloss, and you can really kind of layer it up to make it look really glissaged without having that fake kind of shine to it.
Because I think some people just use wax on the sides too.
Yeah, a lot of guys will. Just a little wax polish, layer it up.
How did you do communication?
So before this, well, I still do. So we traveled side. During that time,
Nice. Cool, man.
I went back to my master's 2019.
Is there clear gloss on there or
Yeah, a little mirror
mirror
glass. Really kicks it up a notch.
Oh yeah.
Kind of expedites things a little bit.
Nice. And are restaurants open downtown now, or is it
I think
still
they're at like 25% now.
20%? Okay.
They might be going to 50% soon.
Yeah, because I heard some were open, but I wasn't sure.
So it's like right when
It doesn't
La
look
Loma
like they're
right next
open.
door.
like I was going through
They're next door. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're open.
No? Yeah, they've got probably limited seating.
Because you have to reserve, or
I'm not quite sure how they're doing it.
okay.
That's a good restaurant though.
Yeah, because we saw the the Yard House
Oh yeah?
coming out from here. So I was like, huh, maybe we'll stop by there for lunch.
Yeah, go check out the Brown Palace before you guys
Around Palace.
head out. There's they still right there.
Yeah.
They still do the tea to go, and so if you want a little afternoon pick me up.
Do all those other
Nice.
social media stuff. It was definitely different. Yeah. And it's like you guys have said, it's a process.
Is parking more expensive down here now for you guys, or?
Well, Bill's nice enough to let me park in the back, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Don't have to go out there and move my car every 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
Because it gets expensive.
Or they take the expensive light rail.
The light rail's just too slow, man. It's
just
like,
too slow.
You know, I'm from one end of it all the way down to this end, and
makes sense.
It'd be like an hour and a half journey.
Yeah, because Chet and I were talking about coming. Like the light rail used to be like when it first started, like $2, $5.
Yeah.
Maybe
like
$10.
Right.
Now it's like 20.
Yeah.
30, depending on where you go. You're like, that's too much.
Yeah.
Because I was telling Trent, like even in Japan, you pay $50 and you could go across the country.
Right.
And here,
you been to Japan?
No, but I've just watched a lot of like travel.
Okay.
Stuff, and like it's like $50. You can go across the country. Here,
yeah,
not the case.
Do you watch NHK?
No.
Who do you like to watch?
For me, and I don't know. I guess anything that pops up, really. I guess search.
Yeah.
I think some guys on YouTube are pretty good. I talk about Japan. Was it Abroad Japan?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's pretty fun guy.
Okay.
British guy, but he's very, very fun.
Yeah.
Just to watch and see him go. He lives there, so it's
nice.
like.
He speaks Japanese, I bet, huh?
No, he speaks English actually.
Oh, really?
But it's really interesting to see, because like his perspective and the places he takes you, it's like unique places.
Yeah.
Like it's not the typical like travel. Like here's like travel here, popular tourist spots kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he goes to off the beaten path a little.
Off the beaten path, yeah.
That's
Which is
cool.
like, oh, that's perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree. So, like, should I subscribe?
Yeah, so they can't get anything.
Have you been to Japan then, or?
No, it was really on my list this last year, but everything kind of got shuffled around.
Yeah, because you're planning to visit Yuya and all of them.
Yeah, I really wanted to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, I'll get out there. I'm sure there's a lot of places I'd love to see and a lot of people I'd like to meet.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of the coolest thing about making these videos is I was able to amass a lot of friends in the industry, and and kind of hear their side of the story, and how changes have affected their business. And
oh yeah, that was crazy because I was watching even Japan, like now even with the pandemic, I was watching some rock climbers.
Yeah.
And they're thriving. Like they found a way to continue rock climb.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I feel like Japan's the mecca. If anyone's looking for a cool place, Japan's probably the mecca. That they have everything there.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the way they take pride in things that they do. Anything from like little bento boxes, or.
Oh yeah. The bento boxes to like every little detail. Like there's like there's pride to it. And
it's artistry.
It's artistry, and like heck, like even stuff we have here is nothing compared to them.
Right.
Like even like surprisingly, there's this like Asian brand wise. There's no other international Asian brand that has a storefront. For example, Uniqlo.
Uniqlo is cool.
Yeah.
The store down here is kind of
but
the one in
other
Hong Kong
places,
is cool.
yeah. Oh yeah.
In Hong Kong, I bought so much stuff there.
But it's so cool because you just go and you're like, wow, like a Japanese brand that made it international has storefronts around the world.
Yeah. Uniqlo's Japanese brand?
Japanese brand, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's why they got all the anime t-shirts and stuff.
Japanese brand. And then Super Dry is another one too.
Which one is it?
Super Dry.
Super Dry?
Yeah, Super Dry is another good one too. Yeah, very good. More like that casual street kind of wear. But they have some pretty good stuff. This is from Super Dry actually.
Yeah,
casual,
I like that.
Kind of the casual street kind of
nice.
style. Yeah. A little
Comfy
bit
too.
Yeah, that's what I like about Japanese stuff. It's like they have an edge. Like it's like different in a little bit. Instead of like, I think America, we're so good. You're so used to that cookie cutter kind of like idea.
Yeah.
The Japanese are like, yeah, we got the cookie cutter, but we'll customizable, but we'll make it different.
Yeah.
Or we'll give you a cookie cutter, but it's gonna be different from everyone else. They have that edge. Not afraid to like overstep boundaries,
Yeah, I'd like to visit.
I'm sure you will. Hopefully, once everything dies down a little bit, you'll get that chance.
Yeah. Good old trusty nylon.
Oh yeah. I probably need to start adapting some nylon into my shirt. I just use just normal like shirts now.
Yeah, shirts are cool if you can wrap them around your finger right, but
Yeah.
I noticed like, man, when you wrap them around your finger, that can kind of hurt.
It gets uncomfortable.
Yeah,
after a
it
while.
puts a lot of tension on those ligaments in your fingers. And over time, it's probably not too good.
Yeah. Hence you switch to nylon, right?
Yeah, I like the trusty nylon.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna put one more coat on this one because it's a little less shiny than that one.
Oh, no worries.
I'll lace them up in the meantime and then come back and buff it out. Let the wax do its thing.
Yeah, cool. We're excited for your podcast episode to come out.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm really
it's
excited.
gonna be
to hear
fun.
it.
Yeah, it's
we had
gonna
a
be
good
fun.
conversation. That was cool.
Yeah, good conversation. Get people.
Yeah, it's still rolling. That's good.
Yeah, to get people actually hearing about this because your profession's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's a fun,
Yeah,
fun trade.
No, I tell a lot of guys like, hey, like,
I'll slip this off here.
yeah, go. Yeah, people don't think about it, but it's kind of like those things like, wow, like it's amazing to see someone in a field that you don't think would exist, or like
Yeah, it's kind of a lost art.
in quotes like lost art.
Yeah,
Yeah, because everything's so expendable now. In
it
quotes.
is. Yeah. Yeah, from the stuff we eat to the stuff we wear.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a disposable society.
Oh yeah. Even now, I was hearing on the news like there's like 2 billion masks in the ocean right now.
It's pretty sad, isn't it?
Oh, it's pretty sad because I'm like, come on, guys, we could be more responsible than that.
Yeah.
But people just throwing masks into waters or like the drains and stuff. And
Yeah,
it's all
it's not
those.
like these ones, you know, you can wash them.
No, it's not these ones. It's all the surgical ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the cotton ones or
The
plastic, whatever they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So even on the street, I'm pretty sure you see it driving around. Like, you see all of the masks around on the street and stuff like that. And you're like, come on, guys.
So here's the tricky part. So I'll go through this one. And then go through here. And put this one through the eyelet. So it keeps the tongue from flapping in the wind.
There you go.
Not too bad. Slip it back on and see how they look. Does that feel cool? Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Cool. Not too bad. So this is how I do that, I don't know what they call it, but it's kind of a double knot, but a little bit more versatile. So you go around once, bring it around one more time,
Yeah.
and then bring it through
Nice.
like you normally would.
It's not called the Berluti knot,
I
is
think it could be, yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, I think I've seen Kirby call it that.
Yeah.
But it's a real clean look, and then you just, at the end of the day, you're ready to take
Peel
them
it
off
Yeah. Nice.
like you normally would. Do it one more time. And then it just lays a little cleaner too.
Nice. Yeah, I'll probably apply that in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, babe.
Nice, nice.
Slip that off for you, sir.
Perfect.
So what you got on the agenda for the rest of the day?
Oh, not much. Grab lunch, then go back and probably get some workout in, and
Nice. How often do you work out?
probably 7 days a week.
7 days a week?
7 days a week.
You a madman?
Oh, I am.
You still in your 20s?
So 28.
28, right on, dude.
Yeah, I still got some time to lose.
Yeah.
No, I think because I think I was supposed to. Usually it's 6 days, but I think yesterday I was one of those days. I was like, my brother's like, let's go climb. I'm like, fine, let's go climb.
So you go climbing?
Climbing to rock climbing.
Yeah, like actual
Yeah. Well, not yet. I'm only bouldering indoors right now.
Okay.
But I think in the future, probably after like when the things clear up and it gets a little bit more like climbable weather, then I'll probably go out to try to climb outdoors too.
Nice.
Yeah. So it'll be fun because I picked it up because I used to be scared of mountains actually. Just because like you always have when you drive by them, it feels like it's kind of like consuming you or like looming over you.
Like walls closing in.
Like walls closing in almost. Yeah, because I assume it's because I'm claustrophobic too.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of that kind of adds to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, like eventually I was like, you know what, like screw it, like I gotta overcome it somehow.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I can't be scared of mountains my whole life. I live in a state of mountains, so how could I be scared of mountains? So I pushed myself and I was like, hey, let's go. My brothers kept telling me, let's go climb, let's go climb.
When did you start doing that?
Midsummer last year.
Okay.
So I started climbing, and now like I think I'm okay. There's certain I have a feeling I'm not good enough to climb in the real outdoors yet, but still
put the mat down just in case.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Like you have to. But like I think like just the holds are like, because people like when I started climbing, a lot of people kind of like they'll tell you like, this doesn't look that hard. But once you actually jump onto that wall and start climbing, there are holds that it's tough to hold on to. If you follow the colors, people will like skip colors and like they are colored on purpose, so you can kind of follow the right track, and it shows you different like technique, moderate different techniques that you're supposed to like know when you're climbing. But people will skip it like, I'm going to jump to this color. Why don't people use this color? I'm like, well, if you're on a specific route when you're climbing, that colors that area probably won't be there.
It throws off your rhythm
it throws off your rhythm, And you can't shift your body weight the same way and stuff like that. There's a lot of like things that go into it, but I was like, damn, like it's kind of those things where you realize like, okay, like there are tools there for a reason.
Yeah.
And I think as you get older, you realize it too. Because when we were younger, we're like, I could use this for this. I could use this for this. So who cares? But I'm pretty sure you realize too. Like as you get older, you're like, oh, this running shoe is made for running.
Right.
I should use it for running.
Yeah, you can't be doing a marathon in a walking shoe.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't realize that though until you're like older. You're like, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah, there's a tool for every job, isn't there?
Yeah, but you don't realize it. You're kind of like, whatever. Like even like climbing shoes. Like I think. It was funny, like I had a kind of like a friend, he commented like, why don't you just climb with your street shoes? I'm like, it doesn't have the right grip.
Plus they don't fit the same either.
And they don't fit the same, yeah, because like with like climbing shoes, it's a different rubber, it's a different like leather, different grip, so you actually stay on the rock instead of you just start slipping off.
True.
He's like, in Vietnam we used to climb with our feet. I'm like, well, you can climb with your feet, but it's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Build some leathery feet.
Oh yeah, some hobbit feet. Yeah, like it. And it's funny, then I took him climbing, and it was a very like easy problem, probably like one of the like beginner problems. He was falling, slipping and falling like all over the place. And
really?
I'm like, because I think he tried to power through it, like gripping, but then like later on, like you can see when like you get tired. If you didn't use your whole body, then he's just fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to use their whole body strength, really, instead of just isolating your arms.
Just isolating your arms. Because I think when climbing, I think the biggest thing that people don't realize is you have to try to keep your arms straight and relax, but people don't think about that. They're always trying to like clench, muscle it.
Staying relaxed.
Yeah. And then eventually, like how long does it last? Like the first thing to give out is your arms.
Get muscle fatigue, and then
you're out. Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's all legs.
Thought about that.
Yeah, because I've seen like, and then getting into climbing, I think me and my brother just watched like this girl from Japan. I think her name's Akio something. Man, like she's probably like not she's big, but like broad shoulders, but not like huge. She would just jump up that boulder like it's easy.
Yeah.
And she just shifts up her body weight.
And just swinging herself up.
Just swinging herself up. Like some of it she has to use power, but a lot of it you can see like it's very elegant. Like they shift body weight and like
it's like a spider, just
very
climbing.
Unique ways. Yeah, and Japan's probably like the best in climbing right now, and you could see why, because they know how to shift and they know how to like be elegant with stuff.
Yeah.
And compared to like America, we're like, oh, we're gonna power through that.
Right? American Ninja Warrior just
Oh man,
gunning through it.
no, that's why I think people ask like, do you like American Ninja Warrior? Like, I like Ninja Warrior, just not the American version.
Yeah.
And like, cause I'm like, why? Like, cause they just power through it.
Yeah. It's not as calculated.
No, like when you watch the actual Japanese ones, they're like, oh wow, they're like, you can see like they'll stand there, or like they'll calculate through it, they'll twist their body, and like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like that's elegant. Like it's very like they have a specific way to do it, and then you see American guys, they're like, oh, the super. I always say like he's like big, but he's just like more like a ripped guy, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna power through this.
True.
And eventually he falls, he gets pissed off, and you're like, okay, typical American guy.
Yeah, having the right physique probably helps you out quite a bit, you know, sometimes being smaller and more nimble. And
like the right physique, and I think like it's also like I think Americans, like we've muscle cars included, we've had that mentality to power stuff
bigger,
through.
better, yeah.
But I think we have lost that idea of balance, you know, like the elegance of things. Like how can we balance our body? For me, oh no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I have so many at home. Yeah, because for me, like I think even when I started bodybuilding again over the summer, I was like, hey, like I want to build my body, but I don't want it to be gigantic where I lose all the balances of my body.
We're built a certain way for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. And then like for example, like Donnie Yen, great martial artist, but he's built, he's muscular, but he's very flexible. He can move in different ways. A lot of people don't think like, okay, I want to be big, but how do I be flexible and move around and
Using
stuff like that? Use the body. So at the same time. Yeah.
Right on,
sure, man. Looks good.
Well, appreciate you having
some
time for me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, cool, man. Cool.
And tell everybody where they can find you online.
Oh yeah, Hangout Talks podcast. You can find us there. I know you can also find us. It's on Instagram, Facebook, and yeah, you can look up from Tret, from Mr. Goodall, my co-host. Also, you can look for me at Peter _ the student marketer.
Right on, man. Appreciate you being here today.
We appreciate it.
Make sure to check out our podcast on Hangout Talks.
Yeah,
we'll be sharing an episode on that.
We'll be releasing that very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, launch day's the 27th. Keep an eye out.
Right on. Thanks a
lot,
Peter.
Alright, appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
How do you feel?
Cool. Pretty good. Very good.
Feeling like a gentleman?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.